Good morning, everyone. As you can tell, it's Monday. For some of us, it's a really horrible day. It's the longest day of the week. It makes us look down the barrel of the week like, oh boy, gotta get to the weekend, gotta make it to Friday night. But you know what? It is also the day of the moon. And the moon really rules over our emotions, does it not? It's not like yesterday, which was ruled by the sun. But as the moon and its guide Mani remind us, time is the one thing we can't get back. So do we waste it? Or do we spend our time wisely on the things we love with the people we love? You know what? I say let's find out. You know, I'm going to do the pendulum thing again. And why not? Because it works so well. I don't know if I'm going to do it with tomorrow's reading. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But I can tell you this, tomorrow, on the Red Room channel, with Miguel Ribeiro, I will be hanging out with him. We will be, generally shooting the breeze and just having a fun little chat. Also, he is one of my favorite tabletop RPG authors. He is the writer of the Wretchedverse and the AFM Giallo series. They're very good if you're into like the sort of suspense and horror and things like that. And I do highly recommend them. I also recommend that you, after checking out the Straight Tarot Tuesday video tomorrow, that you go over to the Red Room. It'll tentatively scheduled for 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Come check it out. Come hang out with us. Alright, just going to grab my pendulum here. I've been carrying it with me pretty much the entire week. Just always had it on hand. Really establishing that connection, making it stronger. And look who's decided to join us. Daily Bub. Mr. Bub, to his colleagues and companions. He has earned his respect, haven't you? He just buried his eye right into the palm of my hand. Okay. By the way, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. You know what? I took the advice of my cards and approached it a little playfully, and you want to know something? It worked. Worked very well. Hopefully it'll carry me just a bit farther. We're going to see what's going on for today. So, got the pendulum out and ready. We're just going to put it right over the sun and moon here, and we're going to see which cards are going to get revealed first. Well, that didn't take long. Strong pull from left to right. Okay. So, starting over here, we have last quarter moon in Gemini. It tells you clear your mind. And we have full moon in Virgo, which says take inspired action. Let's talk for a minute. Okay, clearing your mind. Get all that negativity. You know, remember we were talking about that. Getting all the focus on the negativity and all the crap out. Focus a little more on the positive. Try to get yourself into the correct frame of mind. clear out all the mental clutter. Just get rid of it. Because it's not going to serve you. If anything, you're going to overthink and complicate matters. And it's going to keep you from this. Taking inspired action. What do we mean when we say take inspired action? What this means is, after you've cleared your mind, those little answers that you seek are going to be right there. They'll be right there in front of you, and you'll be able to act on them. These will be good ideas. These will be good pieces of inspiration. Best methods for approach. Even just great places to start. Taking that inspired action is going to be everything you're going to need to do, because it's not just acting willy-nilly. You'll know exactly what you're looking at, and you'll know this is the path I need to go on. Let me put it to you this way. This is like being on a trail and finding a whole pile of debris just in your way. And you're looking at it going, I don't know which way to go, I don't know which way to start. Well, start by clearing the debris. Once you cleared the debris, then you can see where the roads fork off and lead to. And you'll see the path that you need to take. And you take it. It's very simple. Okay, let's see where our pendulum takes us next. Alright, so it shows the next cards. Alright, top to bottom. So, this is a nice little last quarter moon in Libra, which tells you, make a little time for self-love there. Take that moment to go and prepare a bath or something like that. Whatever it is you need to do to relax, today's a good day to do it. Especially if it's at the end of the day. You're beginning your work day, everything's going to be, hectic and chaotic and crazy. Just remember to breathe. Those inspired actions are going to come today. But you're also going to have to make a little time for yourself. And it can be at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be right there in the middle of everything. Also, last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. We've said that the moon really does govern your emotions. There's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of me time, taking a little bit of time to yourself and saying, you know what, I need to figure this out. Especially if you're reflecting on your day and how it made you feel, how it affected you. Because let me tell you something, you can't control what's coming in. All you can control is how you respond to it. Not how you react, how you respond. There are some people out there, and let me tell you something, there are people out there that are just miserable. They've never done anything with their lives, and they want to sit there and they want to rule over you. They want to call you like a dog or talk to you like a child. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes our initial reaction is I want to thunder punch that son of a bitch in the throat. However, if you're not in a position to do that, you can't do whatever you can. Keep your actions and your responses unimpeachable. Because there are people that will lie about the things you did or said. And if you're keeping everything cool, if you're keeping everything calm, and you're doing everything that you can do, you're going to have people backing you up, not the other way around. But work through why. Even though the way you responded was completely controlled, Work through why that may have upset you. Work through why things made you happy. Work through all those reasons that something was either good, bad, or indifferent. Kind of get that last little bit of conscious thinking out of the day. It's gonna really help. But if you're clearing your mind and you're taking that inspired action, guess what? You're going to find those responses to be very easy. Okay, let's see what we got here. Just get this straight. Okay, which one's next? Okay. So, starting here, we have a new moon in Cancer which says relax. And we also have a new moon in Capricorn which says step up and lead. Let's work through this one. End of the day, you're definitely going to need some relaxation. Have you noticed that the theme for today is almost breathe, be calm, you know, be not upset. Don't let every little thing you see upset you. And then there's the step up and lead from this new moon in Capricorn. Guess what? Sometimes you're going to have to be the leader you wish you had. And if you don't have that leader on hand, guess what? That leader is going to be you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I will say this, taking the lead, taking charge, sometimes it is very stressful. And it can be very painful at times. That's why you do need to make time for that self-love. You need to work through those feelings. You need to relax. You need to clear your mind. So it looks like today you're going to be hitting it kind of hard and heavy, and then after that you're being told, get somewhere quiet, away from all the electronic stuff. You know, hey, run a bath, throw some Epsom salt in there, a few drops of tea tree oil and peppermint oil, and light a few candles and just sit there and soak. I'm going to be honest with you, you wouldn't believe what it does for you. I used to think of it as just hippie stuff, but no, it really does help. Alright, so let's get the pendulum situated here. I know it's going to point to these last two cards, but the order is the question. Where, you know, what order does it want them in? Okay. So, we also got a new moon in Aries. I am going to absolutely lose it if the last card is another new moon. Because we got last quarter moons, we got a lot of new moons, and we only got one full moon. But it tells you go for it. Whatever you're thinking about doing today, yeah, go for it. It's fine. Today's a good day for it. And we got a full moon in Libra, and it's find a balance. And this is really one of the most important cards in this spread. Let me take you through it real quick. This is a very easy spread to read. This is one that I think is it's a good one for a Monday. Because while most of us are kind of dreading the day, there are others out there that are really inspired. They're ready to go. Today is a day for you to do that. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Keeping your responses unimpeachable does not mean being a doormat. There's a way to assert your level of leadership to the point where people can follow you. Doesn't mean being a dick, it means being that leader you really wish you had. You can assert your authority without abusing it. And that's where you're going to have to find that balance. That's why you need to clear your mind, work through those feelings. That's why the inspired action is going to be in that leadership. In fact, let me show you something. Something I just kind of saw. It looks like this is the beginning of your day right here. Ready? Stepping up, and you're taking that inspired action to step up and lead. You're going to go for it. These 3 cards are the beginning of your day. In the meantime, you're going to have to clear your mind. You're going to have to find your balance, and you're going to have to relax and just know everything's all right. At the end of the day, you're going to make time for that self-love. You're going to work through those feelings. And if you look, it looks almost like a complete cycle here. We have phases of the moon that are actually speaking right here through these cards. You are manifesting your ability to lead. You present fair leadership. You present good leadership. You have those qualities. So take them. Use them. You know how to deal with people who are resistant. And later on you can go, oh, God, I wish this person would just listen to me. Sometimes it does take, okay, look, I understand your concerns, but this is what we need. We need it now. We'll talk about that later. If you could get that done for me, I'd really appreciate it. Okay? Thanks. Sometimes you can't leave the option to them. It's true. So step into that leadership role today, especially if you're feeling it. If someone else is not the leader that you want to see, become it. Do whatever you got to do. Take charge, fill in those gaps, and guide others. Some of the best leaders never ask for that position. In the meantime, I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Also, join me on the Red Room channel tomorrow. Always do what lights you up. And as always, lead and shine on.